Honestly, you do not need more time or more motivation. You just need to lock in. A lot of people are distracted or inconsistent, or both. Just going through days however they come, no structure, no real direction, and then wondering why you're not where you want to be. I had this realization pretty young. I had it at 16, and I was going to parties every weekend. I was drinking, all sorts. It started to give me the ick. I'm like, I need to build my business. I have goals I want to achieve, and this is really not aligning. This isn't fun to me anymore. I said, you know what? I'm going to take a break for a few months and really lock in on all. Well, at the time, locking wasn't even really a thing at that point, but I said I'm cutting out every single distraction and giving my business and goals my all. And then years later, I never went back. And instead, I actually found God in that process, which helped me never go back to that way of life, really. And that actually changed everything for me because it gave me values, morals, discipline, direction. Like, what else am I going to be doing if I'm not focused on God and my goals and what I'm building? The truth is, most people are where they are because they're not showing up enough for results to even happen. Like, results aren't instant. You can't show up for a week, see nothing, then fall off because you're like, can't be bothered, it's not working out. After a week, that inconsistency is what will keep you stuck and in the same place. So don't worry, you're not behind. You might just be a little bit inconsistent. And consistency isn't a case of having motivation, because best believe I'm not really motivated. Everyone's like, how are you so motivated? I'm like, I'm really not motivated. It just comes from standards and discipline. I know the life that I am gonna have, and I have goals that I want to achieve. You don't need motivation. You do need structure, discipline. You have to stop living your day-to-day life based on how you feel that day. What helps me be locked in is plan my week, even if it's just a rough structure, because you can't plan how your future is going to be exactly. You can't predict the future. Nothing ever works out exactly how you plan it to be. But I have a rough schedule to know roughly how my week is going to be, and make sure that I have everything in my schedule that I need to get done so that I don't forget things. Because when you're living day by day, it's easy to forget the things that need to get done, and it's easy to start looking at your phone and scrolling rather than getting what you need to get done. But when it's written out and structured, I'm telling you, it's so simple, but it's such a game changer. As well as my weekly schedule, I plan my day ahead the night before I go to bed. So then I know exactly what I'm going to be doing the next day. So when I wake up, I know exactly what I'm doing, exactly when I'm waking up, exactly when I'm eating, exactly when I'm working, exactly when I'm teaching, exactly when I'm making content, posting content. I know when I'm spending time for God. I know when I'm working out. There's no guessing. There's no wasting time in having it all written down and structured. If I don't structure my day the night before and have every single thing planned hour by hour, I can easily I'll end up just sitting on my phone and easily scrolling because I don't know what I'm doing next. It's so easy to just end up filling up that time with scrolling because it just goes so quick. Or just doing things that just aren't aligning or aren't going to get me anywhere. The schedule of your day plan might not go exactly to plan. Things happen, life happens. You can't predict the future once again. But you know, I need to get this done, and you get everything done within the day. At some point, it's going to get done. So the most simplest framework is, number one, write down exactly what your goal is, what you want to get done, what you want to focus on, whether that is your business, your relationship with God, exercising. Those three are my main things, as well as spending time with family and building those relationships. Write down what is actually important to you. 2, remove every single distraction that there is. Anything that is not aligning with those goals, your values, morals, all of those things has to leave. It has to go. Your phone is the biggest distraction. Setting limits when it comes to your phone, how much time you're spending on your phone. Look at your screen time and see how much spare time you actually have. Because you can say you don't have time, but if you look at your screen time, what does that reflect? The time that you're watching that show, what does that reflect? Because all that time, if you're really looking in, if you really want to get to those goals, cut off. Like, I genuinely don't have the time to watch shows, and if I'm going to watch a show, I'm going to watch that with someone else. So it's sort of like I'm spending time with someone and watching a show that I want to watch, rather than just every night watching a show. For me, that's a big no-no, big time waster. Doesn't align with my goals, and that's a sacrifice I'm just happy to make, because to me it's just like, why would I waste my time when I got other things I want to do? Whether it's a toxic friendship, whether the friendship is just dragging you out 24/7, dragging you to places that aren't aligned with your goals, whether it's a toxic relationship, it's got to go. No matter how hard it is, cutting out the toxicity in your life, the things that are draining you, the things that are taking you away from your goals, it has got to go. Even if you test yourself for 30 days and say, you know what, 30 days I'm going to go without whatever these distractions are, and see and watch how much closer you are to your goals and how much you actually can get done. And you're like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't go back to those distractions, because I feel so much better and so much more productive and so much more aligned with what I'm doing now, where I'm going now. I actually have direction now. So once you remove the distraction, number 3, you need to structure your time. So making that schedule of what your days are going to look like, adding in the times of I'm going to do so and so towards my business, I'm going to do so and so towards my goals, I'm going to do so and so to grow my relationship with God, and having the dedicated times. Without the dedicated times, you're not going to do it, or you might do it for like a week, you're going to fall off. And 4, you execute. And by execute, I mean you are showing up and doing everything that you said you were going to do, regardless of how you feel, regardless of your mood, regardless of whether you have motivation or not. That will boost your confidence too, because that's you actually respecting yourself. Not sticking to your goals, not sticking to your plans, not sticking to the promises that you make to yourself is you literally disrespecting yourself. If anyone said they were going to do something for you and they continue to not show up for you, would do that thing, you will not have respect for them. As much as this lock-in is going to get you to your goals, this lock-in is going to increase your confidence. Like every day when I end my day and I think of the things and I reflect on the things I've done throughout my day, or when I'm creating my plan of the next day, I'll look through and check off all the things I've done throughout my day. I'm like, yeah, I actually did everything I said I was going to do. I'm a girl, yeah, I have to hype myself up for that. It's not necessarily easy. It's not the easy part. And not every day is going to be perfect, but it's knowing what actually matters to you and actually doing it. And that is a successful day and a successful lock-in. So have those non-negotiables. For example, my non-negotiables is spending time with God, reading his word and praying. I make sure I post every day. Don't catch me miss a day. Whether make sure that every client, every student, I've replied back to their messages by the end of the day. Unless if they message me at some stupid o'clock, it'll be the next day. But I'll reply at least pretty much any reply from any of my students, any of my clients is going to be replied to within 24 hours. I make sure I am exercising every single day, and my rest days will include maybe a stretch or a walk, but I'm still moving my body, making sure I am hitting those goals. Any orders packed and sent out within 24 hours. And that is just my standard. So think about, what are your non-negotiables? What are things that are essential for you to have a good day? And if you just get those things done, then all is well. So these things are things that I can do, not sometimes, not just when I feel like it, but every single day. Don't become successful or live the life that you want to live by accident. It's not by accident. You live the life that you want and dream for and hit those goals by the standards you choose to live by every day. At some point, you have to become that person that has the life you want. I know that she does not move randomly. She's intentional, she's structured, and she values her time. She acts like the CEO of her life. And don't get me wrong, there will be times, there were definitely times for me where I felt like nothing was working. I was doing everything I thought was right and getting nothing back, like I was behind, but I kept going anyways. Like, God is not going to bless inconsistency. You have to still show up, steward your time well, and actually do the work. You might not see results for weeks, maybe even months. It will be in your consistency that everything changes. Not motivation, not random bursts of effort, consistency. For me, I genuinely care. I care about my clients, I care about my students, care about what I'm building. Because of that, I give it my absolute all every single time. I always make sure I'm showing up to the best of my ability. And finding that love and care for what you do will help you get further and actually enjoy the process of building, of growing, of getting to your goals. You don't need a new plan. You need to stop playing with your potential, as nothing changes until you decide to lock in. And if you do this for even 30 days is all I'm saying to lock in for, your life will look completely different. 30 days. So stay and be intentional with your time. I pray your lock-in goes amazingly. God bless you all.